Okay, here's the workshop's latest tool haul. And when I say tool haul, I mean tool haul. I have been and bought the 40-volt cordless Anglegrinder as recommended by a certain Mr. Ian Matthews. Now, I must admit, I was sceptical. I saw them originally, they were $29.99 and I was like, okay, that's just a bare unit. When I bought the battery and when I bought the charger and there is some out there and nah, I'll leave it. However, then the bare unit went to £19.99 and I thought, oh, now it's getting a bit enticing. Only to find a few days later they were actually £9.99. Now, at this point it's piqued my interest, so I did a little bit of sniffing around and everybody seems to be fairly pleased with them. And then I went into Aldi again just for my normal shopping, and what did I spy? These lovely cordless grinders in there. 2 of them, in fact. So I see you saying to yourself, okay, so you spied 2 cordless grinders, £9.99. Well, you're going to have to get 2 batteries and you're going to have to get a charger or 2 chargers or whatever you want to get. And I'm thinking, let me go and have a look. Well, as I got closer, these are down from £29.99 to a measly £3.49, of which I was very sceptical. Will it be £3.49? So I thought, what I'll do, I'll buy one. So I bought one, and I don't know how well it's picking it up. £3.49. So I had to go and buy another. So I've now got them both at £3.49. So I came home, I got online, sure enough, batteries were available. I bought 2. They're a little bit more expensive. 20 stroke 40 volt units at £26.99. Still not bad though, still not bad. I can live with that. And I picked up a charger as well, which I believe was £14.99. So all in all, 2 grinders, 2 batteries and a charger, and the whole thing has cost me just over 75 quid. But let's see, proof of the pudding is in the eating. Let's unbox it and see if everything is there.
No. Right, so it is sealed both ends. It is the original factory seal, so I'm not suspecting that they've returns or anything like that. The lady at Aldi wasn't even sure why they were so cheap, and they had other stock in the store that was full price, I think £29.99. So I was highly surprised, and to be fair, I'm a little bit sceptical as well. So let's try and get this out on the camera. We can see then.
Okay, so nothing else in there. We have an instruction book, a warranty card. We've got a bare unit, handle, and this is a really nice touch which Ian picked up on as well. The stowage for the grinder key is in the handle, and I think that is a nice touch, because how often are you scrabbling around looking for that? And then there's another spark guard, which is fabulous. Right, you can dispense with that. So, important note here, Aldi stuff, people knock it, they go on about quality and all the rest of it. I haven't come across anything with any real problems yet. Don't get me wrong, it is price point, so you're not going to be getting a Festool unit. However, 3-year warranty is nothing to be sniffed at, really seriously. After sales support lines, I have rung, like I say, I have had issues with the bandsaw that I had. It's the only thing I've had issues with, and they bent over backwards to help me out. I'll have a video on that. I might put a link up there somewhere, you know, up in this corner. But yeah, 40 volt, the 125mm discs, and it says 8,500 revs per minute. That seems a little bit slow to me, but well, proof's in the pudding. So let's have a look. There are 3 points there, there and there, so it's pretty good. I love this adjustable guard, spring-loaded ball bearing type, very positive click between, and a good range of movement. I mean, that's as far as it goes one way. Fantastic. Spark guard. Fabulous. These, like I say, I sent for these online. Again. And the thing is as well, it was over £50. I think it's £50 and it's free shipping. So I mean, it's great value. 2-year warranty on the battery according to this. There we go, that's pretty good. And I have no idea why. Oh yeah, warranty card. Oh, happy days. Right, okay. So let's see if there are any power. Oh look, there's a little indicator there. Oh, that could be fully charged. And pretty simple sliding click, same as your standard type of DeWalt's and things like that. It's a little bit stiff, but it's a very positive click. I do like that, that's good. Right, and yeah, well, as you can see, it's working. This is one of my usual go-tos, one of a few. I must admit, I am a little bit of a fan when it comes to Anglegrinders. I do think it is one of the most versatile tools in the shop. That would be my normal go-to, and you can already see where the problem is. The cable. You are dragging it around with you everywhere, which is fine in here. I do have plenty of sockets now in this workshop. However, if you want to go outside and just do a quick job, cut something off a wall, you know what I mean, things like that. I mean, the amount of times we've had to cut a bracket off a wall or something like that, you're trailing this out, and then obviously you're trailing one of these out, and then if it's raining, yeah, we all know where that leads to. But these are admirable little things. I always tended to buy the cheaper ones because I do go through them like water. I do kill them. However, I do have some more expensive ones. I've got a Sealy and a couple of others. There's a Bosch one here. Brilliant, but limited. So this is one of 2. I'll have a brother to it as well. Excuse the fact that it doesn't have a guard on, but this was used for a job, and really I couldn't use it with a guard on. I do normally have the guards on, and they are limited because these little ones are only 4.5. These beauties here are 5-inch, so I can now go back to my 5-inch discs. However, let's get one in and try it before we start counting our chickens. So there is a spindle lock, and we will pop a slitting disc. This that'll impress my mate Robert Klingspor. He'll be over the moon with that. Right, so we'll pop a disc in, knock it off. I love this little bit here. That's a nice touch, that is. And there we go. And in this one, same thing again. Let's put in a flat wheel, which are rapidly becoming my go-to over hard wheels. there we go. I'm just that unused to having that close. I'm looking around for it. So there we go, just nip it up. People go mad over tightening them. You don't need to. The way it spins will tighten it itself. Okay, so we're about to do some cutting, so pop your safety glasses on. You don't need to, you're behind the screen, but you know what I'm saying. If you're going to do some cutting with a grinder, get these on. You only get one pair of these, but you get loads of these, trust me. Now, at this point, as some of you will know, this would be my go-to, and we'd get cutting and grinding. So, we'll have a little cut. And as I expected, it cuts admirably. Let's see what happens when we put this beast in action. Two things to notice. Initially, it's a lot quieter on startup. I haven't got a decibel meter, but I'm pretty sure you can hear the difference in that. Okay, it took, I would say, slightly longer to initially begin to cut, but once it started cutting, it was in there. It was chomping. That could be because that's a brand new disc. Not 100% certain. Not going to argue with it. I'm over the moon. That cuts well. I'm quite happy with it. Now, as for grinding, let's see what happens when we use a flap abrasive on it. Oh yeah. So again, I'd say, yeah, it does that job perfectly. Now, let me put that up against a little 4.5 inch with a brand new flap on as well. I'm actually a little bit speechless at that. Ian said there wasn't a lot of difference in it. And I am genuinely stunned as to how little difference there is. Don't get me wrong, I won't be stopping using these two. These are going to get used in the workshop all the time. However, a lot of you may know my day job's mechanics, etc. These type of things are absolutely ideal for just taking out a little job. You need to cut a nut off something, things like that. These will be bob on for it. Am I impressed? Yes, very. It has persuaded me that it might be well worth me getting the cordless masonry drill that they do now. That shares exactly the same battery as this. Now, if I was to buy one of those and another battery, I still only need the one charger. So, am I bowled over by them? Yes. £3.49 each for the bare unit, and then obviously batteries and a charger. Around 75 quid-ish, just over. For 2 grinders, 2 batteries. That is an absolute bargain by anybody's standards. But do they work well? Yes, extremely well. I am very impressed with them. I'll be giving them a longer term test. These, I must admit, I am very impressed that both batteries appear to be fully charged or as near as dang it, and straight out the box they're both working. Nothing wrong with the boxes. They hadn't been tampered with, they hadn't been opened. 40-volt unit, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'll give them a longer term test over the next few weeks and months, and I'll give you some updates if they give me any problems, or if they do something that astounds me. You'll be the first to know. As Mr. Clarkson would say, on that bombshell, I'm out of here. Well, that was quite surprising. £3.49. £3.49.